What's going on, you guys? It's AskCat bringing you guys another video, and in today's video, we're just going to be sitting and talking really quick, and I'm going to kind of let you guys know what I have planned going forward. So for today's video, I just want to quickly go ahead and discuss what I plan on doing with the main channel, and then my second channel as well. We know I've been kind of struggling with what I want to do with this main channel. Like, do I want to make it, like, just the main channel altogether, like we do anything we want, or do we do only World War II? Do we do, like, only COD stuff? I'm at the point where I think I'm just going to make it like a completely COD centralized channel. That way we have the Call of Duty community in one place, and then on my second channel, I could have, you know, whatever else we want to do and build a separate community over there. But I feel like it just makes more sense to do it that way, because when I do think about coming up with a video, or like I'm into a Call of Duty again, I immediately want to put it onto this main channel. And then I'm like, oh, but I want to make it purely a World War II channel. So I don't know. I'm like back and forth with that constantly. And I think that it being just a World War II channel is kind of restricting it, in the sense of, like, I don't always have an idea for a World War II video. Like, I definitely want to be able to go back to some of the other Call of Duty sometimes and do other things, like what I am going to be talking about here today, which is I want to go back through all of the Call of Duty campaigns for you guys and kind of just play those and give my personal experience with them, because personally, I have not beaten a lot of the campaigns, and I know there's a couple of campaigns with like multiple different endings that I may have played, you know, once or twice and never gotten all of the endings, or just like I straight up have not ever thought about playing the campaign on a specific game, like Infinite Warfare, for example. I was just like out of the loop that year in terms of the game, so I was like out of the loop on zombies, out of the loop on campaign, didn't really touch the multiplayer. Just honestly, I didn't pick up the game at all. So like things like that, I would like to go back and like revisit things like that where I never played that game. I think it'd be a cool first time experience, even though it's like you know, almost like 7 years later, whatever it is. I think it would be pretty cool to go back and visit all these campaigns again. And then to go further off of that, where we're starting with the OG Modern Warfare, I immediately wanted to go back and do 1 through 3, and then I'll go to the newer ones like 2019 and then Modern Warfare 2, 3, and we'll go do those and then kind of do like, not necessarily like a comparison, but like see if I can find the differences, what they changed in the story type thing. And just like do that based off of me just like doing my casual playthrough and be like, oh, that's changed, that's different. Or, oh, they kept that the same, or this storyline, or this part of the storyline is still the same, but they're branching off it. I think that would be kind of cool to go ahead and do, and I'm sure there's people that have done that and given the full breakdown on everything that's different, but I've never really cared about Modern Warfare in that sense, to where I'm like looking up videos, and I don't know, I've always been more of like a zombies player, so it's like, Modern Warfare was one of those games, never really had zombies, that wasn't their thing. So I was always more of like a Treyarch or a Sledgehammer fan, and that immediately just like put me off of Modern Warfare. And that's not even to say Modern Warfares were bad. It's just like it wasn't necessarily my cup of tea, because like it didn't have the, you know, the sci-fi aspect to it like the Treyarch games did with the zombies and whatnot. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with that. And like, yeah, there's times in the past when I would go over to a friend's house and we'd be playing, you know, Modern Warfare 2 or 3 back in the day when those were like in their life cycle. But it was always like over at a friend's house. It was never very long. So I don't have that special bond with it that a lot of these other people do. Like when you ask a lot of people what their favorite Call of Duty is, a lot of them will straight up just hands down say Modern Warfare 2. I did not have that experience, or that time. I wasn't into the COD like life cycle or the whole like franchise back then as a kid. I didn't even have my own console for the first time, to the point where I could go say, hey, I want to buy a Call of Duty, up until I was like, you know, 12 or 13. So like in my personal experience, I didn't even really have a console up until like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 life cycle era. So that's why immediately in my head, it's between like BO2, Ghosts, and World War II in terms of best Call of Duty of all time for me personally. And I know there's a lot of people that are going to shit on me for, you know, Ghosts and World War II, but that's my personal opinion. That is what it is. I could go into, you know, individual videos on those things and be like, we could do like a tier list on why I rate each Call of Duty, how I rate it, and it could be based off of nostalgia. It could be based off of, you know, gameplay aspects. It could be based off, you know, we could put our own specs onto it and do what we need to do, in terms of like how we're going to actually rate the maps, or the games specifically rather. But yeah, no, for the main channel, I do want to make it more of like a Call of Duty centralized channel. We're going to go through and do all the Call of Duty campaigns for you guys, just on a regular difficulty. That way I make sure I'm having a good time, not putting, you know, too much strain on myself to where it's like, I'm just sitting here raging and I need to fucking constantly take breaks and just go walk away for a second. Like, I don't know, that's just not an enjoyable time for me. But like, if the series did do successful enough, and, you know, you guys wanted to see me do, like, a veteran run or something in the future, we could definitely go back through all the campaigns and do, like, a veteran run. And you guys could watch me crash out for a few hours on each game. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and run through Modern Warfare 1 through 3. We'll go to the newer ones and do those. That way we have, like, the old Modern Warfares, like, fresh in our mind, and we can kind of, like, do the comparisons, like I was saying, just casually as we're playing through. We're not going to go, like, deep dive or anything like that. But after we do that, then we'll go back full loop. We'll go back to World at War and then go down the Black Ops line and then get anything else along the way after we've beaten all the Call of Duty Black Ops series, because I'm trying to keep the franchises and like the way they play out in terms of story. I'm trying to keep those in order. So that's why I'm doing like the Modern Warfare stuff, going to the future Modern Warfare stuff, and then we're going back to World at War, and then we'll do, you know, all of the Black Ops stuff, and then we'll go back and do like, you know, Ghosts, AW, Infinite Warfare, World War II, stuff that kind of like branches off and has its own singular timeline. We'll do those last. And then, yeah, for the second channel, I don't think I've really talked about this too much just yet, but I do have a series planned for over there as well. Whenever this is all like assuming I can find the time for it, and whenever I do have the time for it, I'll be sure to be working on this sort of thing. But yeah, we have, you know, the Call of Duty campaigns planned for the main channel here. Second channel, I want to start playing through the Metro series, because we obviously have a new game for the Metro series that just got announced. The trailer looked hella sick. Like, I'm super hyped for that game. But it got me thinking, like, I have never played any of the Metro games, never even considered playing them. I've been playing Metro 2033 Redux Edition. I bought all 3 of those old Metro games on sale, like 90% off, for like $6 for all 3 of them. I was like, okay, perfect. This will get me, like, you know, right up to speed for the new one. And yeah, I've been having fun with the first one. I would say I'm maybe 40% of the way through. I can't imagine I'm halfway yet. I'm still pretty early on, but it's offering a fair challenge. Like, it's definitely keeping my interest. It's definitely my cup of tea in the terms of like sci-fi, but also still grounded. It's kind of like World War II in the sense of like very much so grounded in history, but they make deviations away from history and take their own like historical path, if you will. Like, they still have like the Nazis and whatever in Metro. They have like Russians versus Nazis type thing. It's like post World War II. All the nukes and shit went off. From my understanding, this is kind of what I've gathered so far just from playing it. And then you have like these cryptid like alien sort of thing, kind of like a mixture of like something you'd see in like Ghosts, and then also like a mixture of like the Demogorgons and stuff like that from Stranger Things. It's somewhere in the middle of like that's the best way I can really explain what those creatures look like, is just like Demogorgon, but also kind of like cryptid from Ghosts. I don't know. But yeah, no, like I said, I'm having a good time with the Metro series so far. It's definitely a little bit of a challenge that definitely causes me points of frustration where I'm sitting here like, fuck, I gotta walk away for a second because this is irritating the hell out of me. But then you come back with like a different approach and like a calmed down sense, and you're sitting there like, okay, I can go around this way and like take him out this way. So it's like, it's all perspective in that game. Like, there's definitely challenging parts, but it's all about how you approach the scenario. And I definitely think that's interesting in my personal opinion, and it's very, very much so reliant on like resource efficiency, like ammo and like medkits and like that sort of thing. You definitely want to be managing your resources very, very efficiently, otherwise you're probably not doing very well. Same with like headshots. If you're not going for headshots, you're probably flying through ammo, which is not efficient. So yeah, I'm interested to get into that. I definitely want to go ahead and start that over again for you guys and just like start from the beginning, get that whole thing captured on the second channel, since, you know, it's not Call of Duty related. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and just end the video there. It's a little bit longer than I wanted to make it. But yeah, so be looking forward to a Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare campaign video. And I'll try to do each one of these campaigns in like I want to chop it up to like maybe a like 2 to 3 part series. I don't want to do much more than that. I don't think it'll need to be much more than that. I'm going to try to rush through these as much as possible and still get like the full story, not like, you know, skip dialogue or like like cutscenes or anything like that. I want to try to like capture everything. So like if you've never played the game yourself, you still get that full storyline. The only like exception I'd have to make to that is like when the Call of Duty game has like multiple different endings or something like that. I'm not gonna go through and try to get every single different ending. I don't know. I've never been one of those people to care like that. Like if you want to see all the different endings, there's videos out there that'll show you like, oh hey, this ending gives you this ending gives you that. So I don't need to be the one to do that. I'm just gonna go through, get whatever ending I get on the games that do have different endings, and we'll just kind of chop that one up to being done. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the Call of Duty campaign video. And then also, on the second channel, be looking forward to that Metro series that I'm going to be starting soon. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching.